Hey y'all! So I'm recording these videos at my house right now, but there's no internet here at present. So I am recording, then I am going to Starbucks to edit and then upload. Fun times! Oops. Okay, so that framing is a lot better. Anyway, today I will discuss the Oscar-nominated shorts in the live action category. And I liked all of them in varying degrees. Keep in mind, I'm not talking about the awards prospects with this video. I'm simply discussing my thoughts on them as shorts in themselves. But I will get around to discussing their Oscar prospects in a future video that may go up later this week or early next week. So let's begin. So of course I saw the special theatrical release of these 5 shorts, so I'll be discussing them in the order in which they were presented there. The first is a Hungarian short titled Mindeki, which translates to sing in English. This short centers on 2 girls in elementary school who become friends. They both sing in a choir, but one of the girls is given some advice, if you can call it that, on her performance, and I'll just leave it at that. I suppose it'd be easy to criticize this short as being cutesy and nothing more, but it does tell a fulfilling story, it's fun to watch, it has a nice conclusion, and you can argue that this movie does carry a political message about being silent when you know things are not going the way they should. Next up is Silent Nights. This short was based in Denmark and centers on a white Danish woman and her relationship with a black African immigrant. You certainly won't watch this one and think this is the most uplifting thing you've ever seen involving Christmas, but this does feel like one of the least pandering things I've ever seen about Christmas, so it definitely gets kudos for that. It's about good people doing less than good things sometimes to make ends meet. Silent Nights not only focuses on the relationship between the 2 leads, it also addresses racism. In this short, it is very out in the open. It's well told, the relationship between the 2 leads feels real. Next up is Time Code. Now this short was recognized at Cannes. It's about parking lot security guards who switch off shifts. One has the day shift, the other has the night shift. And it's about how they communicate with each other between shifts. It's cute. Trust me, it's a lot more entertaining than it sounds, but that's kind of it. Of the 5 shorts, this does feel like the least substantial, and while there is a conclusion here, this does feel very slight. It feels more like a scene or 2 from a story than a whole. But again, it is a lot of fun. The next is Enemies Within. This one centers on a French Algerian-born man who is trying to become a French citizen. He has lived there his entire life, but he runs into trouble when he is interrogated. So of the 5, this is the one that feels most like a complete whole. This tells a story. It also feels more like a movie than any of the other shorts. The way it is shot, the way it is acted, the way that the screenplay flows. And based on some things that have happened recently, this also feels like the time list of the 5. And the presentation of the shorts concluded with The Railroad Lady. In this short, a hermit has an odd tradition of waving a flag at the TGV train as it passes by her small house every day. She runs a bakery that is not very successful at present, and she rarely communicates with anybody. So this was a solid short. The first half left me wanting more. It feels like a donuts for dinner short. And the second half does take a turn, not necessarily for the darker, but for the more real, I guess would be the best way to say it. But this short never loses its light touch thanks to its incandescent lead, Jane Birkin. But by the end, it has come full circle and tells a story about holding on to things in life, even if they're not giving you anything, just because you've been holding on to them for so long, as opposed to actually making something of your life and circumstances. So I liked all of these. Time Code is probably the one that I liked the least, but for various reasons, they are all worth watching. I would not recommend against seeing any of these at all. If you can only see one of these for some reason though, and they're short, so I would have to recommend Enemies Within. So, have you seen any or all of the Oscar-nominated live-action shorts? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content from me. Of course, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!